What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be another challenge weekly recap video. Now, if you didn't see my little update on my previous uploads, I lost my camera cord, and so pretty much episode 4, 5, and 6 recaps are all going up on YouTube on the same day. So pretty much what I'm trying is just kind of going over the big things that happened during the episode and just chatting about it instead of going into full-blown detail. So this is more of me assuming that you've seen the episode and you don't really need a big recap. However, I'm open to doing either style. I just thought I would try something different for the last two, so give me your feedback below. So let's kick off this recap. We left off the previous episode with Jay and Rogan and their elimination and not knowing what the outcome is. We were left on a cliffhanger and Jay is pretty much like dead on the ground. So when this episode starts, it starts right back off where they left us, and Jay pretty much gets up and he is like pretty winded. You know, he seems like he wants to keep fighting. He's definitely not a quitter. He doesn't want to go out a quitter. So as he wants to keep going, he is like asking for clarification. Like he's asking the producers clarification on the rules. Like, wait, so what are the rules again? Almost like he's forgetting the game that he's playing. Come to find out, he pretty much, I think, has a concussion, and he's pretty much having like a little bit of short-term memory loss, like just blacking out a little bit. He doesn't even remember participating in all 3 rounds or all 3 tries against Rogan, and you have 3 tries on offense before you would switch. However, before he even gets a chance to play defense against Rogan, he is pretty much declared unfit medically to continue, and he is no longer able to compete. Therefore, Rogan automatically wins. So there's a bunch of controversy if you were on Twitter checking out what people were saying, or if you just watched the episode. Rogan pretty much seemed cocky like this whole episode, and it annoyed me, and it annoyed me that even when Jay is on the ground, he's pretty much saying that he wants him to get up just so he can knock him down again harder. I think all this drama is so overplayed. So unfortunately, even though Jay is gone and he was one of my favorites, I'm hoping that we can get away from this drama. So it does kind of suck that Rogan earned his red skull pretty much by default. I mean, let's be honest, Rogan might have, or most likely would have, won this anyway, but I feel like he didn't necessarily earn it just because Jay didn't have the chance to defend himself, or Jay didn't have the chance to be on defense. And so Rogan pretty much won by default. Yeah, maybe it would have happened anyway, but it's like, okay, Rogan, good for you. You earned your red skull because Jay was unable to continue, and you're still acting like the biggest, the baddest competitor ever. I'm so over it. Are you Team Rogan, Team Jay, or neither? The other big drama that happened this episode occurred between Jenna and Zach. Of course, Zach is her fiance now, but at the time of this episode filming, he wasn't. So they're kind of rehashing some drama, or some drama is getting brought up based on some things that happened in the past. So Jenna is kind of like concerned, you know, Zach's ignoring her. I'm pretty sure they only get to call their family maybe once a week, and he hasn't been returning her call. So she's kind of concerned, finds out that it's because he found something in her DMs from like a couple years back when they were taking a break, and he didn't like what he saw. So of course he's making her feel guilty for even being on the challenge. She's contemplating leaving. So in my mind, I think that she's probably gonna leave. That was my first guess, only because I can totally relate. Like if someone wasn't talking to me at home, it's very hard to kind of separate that, and I'm sure it would really affect her game if she stayed, because in the back of her mind she's wondering if her relationship is going to survive. However, when it comes down time to participate in the challenge, TJ asks if there's anyone that wants to leave. I think he's kind of hinting at Jenna, and Jenna ends up staying. So she's competing in the challenge and she is staying. I would like to know your thoughts below, what you think about Jenna and Zach's relationship. Now, it's definitely not our place to judge, and you really don't know anyone just because you see them on your TV for 40 minutes a week. I follow them both on Instagram and also on their YouTube page, and they seem really good together. They seem to really get along. I think it's just being in the challenge house that causes a little bit of tension between them. Now, Tori and Jordan were kind of giving Jenna some advice. Tori said if she was in her position, in Jenna's position, she probably would go and try to fix her relationship, whereas Jordan said he would stay. So I think it's kind of a toss-up. It's like, you know, if you're gonna work out your relationship, Wouldn't you rather do it like with $1 million prize? But that's just me. The other thing that happened in this episode was just a prank that the boys, like Wes and them, pulled on Kayla. Pretty much they put pictures of Kayla and her boyfriend at the time, put pictures of them together in her bed because her and Bear are clearly flirting and, you know, canoodling, if you will. Overall, I feel like this episode just kind of had a lot of filler and a lot of drama. There's not even an elimination at the end. So of course, every episode there are the confession interviews that air, and we do find out this episode that Swaggy, Bailey, and Wes have a deal. They have an alliance together, and so no one knows that except for those three. Even though Wes is working with Johnny this season, Johnny isn't even in on this alliance, and so there's a secret alliance that we're told about, which I think is pretty interesting. I do follow Bailey and Swaggy's YouTube channel too, so I've been kind of getting an insight on their personality as well. I'm kind of shocked that they have an alliance with Wes, but I guess they live in the same city and they met up and kind of just got to hang out and know each other before the challenge started. So for this episode's challenge, it is partners of two. So teams of two, pretty much they are on this semi-truck speeding down the highway, and they have to collect different puzzle pieces by moving up and down this truck, and then at the end they have to put the puzzle together. Whoever does this the fastest will be the winner. Since there are an odd number of guys and girls right now, one male has to go twice, and Jordan is the one that is going twice, and in his mind this is good because essentially he has 2 chances to get the best time, and therefore double the chances of him being in the tribunal and pretty much sending Tori in, because we all know at this point he wants to get Tori in so she can earn her red skull to get to the final. And in the bunker, when people are talking about who could maybe go up for elimination this week, Tori is actually kind of hoping that Jenna does want to leave and go home to be with Zach, because she thinks this might be an opportunity to earn her red skull. Instead of Jenna just quitting and leaving whenever she wants, Tori thinks, well, what if Jenna goes into the elimination and pretty much throws it and lets Tori beat her, so then Tori has the chance to earn her red skull pretty much without even having to do anything. And out of everyone competing, Jordan did actually end up winning. So Jordan and Nany are the winners of the challenge, and they're the first 2 to form the tribunal. They have to pick one more person, and they pick Jenna. Were you surprised that he picked Jenna instead of Tori? I'm curious, let me know. That's pretty much where the episode ends this week. So we don't get to see the deliberations or who the tribunal picks to interview or anything like that. So there was no elimination this challenge, which kind of sucks because I love the format when it's challenge and then deliberations and purgatory elimination all in one episode instead of literally filling 30 minutes of the episode with drama. So let me know your thoughts on this episode. How do you want me to format the future videos? If you want me to do more of a step-by-step and outline of everything that went down, or just cover the big moments, I'm open to anything. Again, I'm so sorry that this has taken me literally so long to get these videos up, but I hope you all are staying safe and healthy. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.